Hey, human resource folks, if you're also in org leadership, you know that I'm a bumblehead. I recorded several videos on the 12th, which was early this week. I was really proud of myself for getting a lot of these videos recorded early so they were ready on the first day of class. And doggone it if I didn't record a video without sharing my audio. So you could have gone in and watched me lip sync for several minutes. Kind of like that. So I've recorded the thing again. I used Zoom the first time and I set up something wrong. It's worked in the past, but it didn't want to work this week. So I'm recording this actually through Collaborate here in class setting, and it is recording. It is audioing, and I'm seeing the little peg meter going up and down as I talk, so we're in good shape. This is intended to be a weekly installment of videos where on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, Monday morning, whenever you get logged in for the first time of the week, there'll be a video sitting out there on my homepage waiting for you where I remind you what you need to turn in from last week that's typically due on Sunday. So on Sunday, it's your last reminder that something's due tonight. And also talk about what we're doing this week and maybe even look out a little bit ahead if there's something big coming up so that you can make sure that you're keeping up with where you ought to be to get work done. So every week there'll be a little video like this. Normally this will be just a little bit longer because I have a little bit more of an intro for this one to explain it. Normally they'll be 4 or 5 minutes long, maybe 4.5 minutes. So it's not a huge use of your time. And you may find that it's if you've got good notes and you've got your syllabus all transcribed on your day timer and whatnot, that you don't need these things. But I've found a lot of folks over the past semester in a multitude of classes have said they were very, very helpful. So I'm going to record them, whether you watch them or not is up to you. But this week, in week number 1, typical first week of the semester stuff, you need to get a copy of the syllabus that's out there linked on the homepage, print a copy and watch the video. That one does have some audio on it. I start off by telling you a little bit about me and talking through the syllabus. What are the things you're going to be doing? How am I going to grade it? How do you get the grade that you want? So take the time to watch that. There'll also eventually be a video out there that talks specifically about discussion boards, settings that you need to make sure that you have right, what you need to be doing in terms of posting your comments and replying to comments, reading other people's comments. I'm going to go through the rubric and talk about how I'm going to grade the thing, so there should be no surprises. And hopefully I'll get that out there on Monday, maybe Tuesday. Also, it's not going to be due yet because there's a discussion board every week. I should finish that thought. There's going to be a short paper that you have to write that's not due for another month, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the introduction to it in a video called the professional video, where you have to interact with an HR professional and then do a write-up of what you learned. So I'm going to go ahead and put the assignment instructions out there in that video. I'm going to talk about that and how you might go about doing it, and talk to you about the grading rubric as well. That one is not designed to be a real tough paper. There's no research, academic articles, anything. Just go talk to somebody and type out what you talked about. So pretty easy start. Of the things that really matter this week, we're going to be using the HRM website, so you want to make sure instead of going out and buying a textbook that you get your membership. It's a student membership. It's $40, I think, maybe $45 for a solid year, so you got access to it for a long time. And you go ahead and get into HRM and start looking around. Just type in some search things, anything that, if you're not in HR, that you've been hearing people talk about in the office, like the minimum wage raise or anything like that. You might want to do some exploring and see what the folks at HRM are thinking about that. The Society for Human Resource Managers has all kinds of stuff that HR people are talking about right now, and in some cases have been talking about for the last decade. So explore that a little bit. I'm leading the topic this week. It's on the development of human resources from the old personnel. And there's several articles that you're linked to in the discussion board that aren't from SHRM. It's going to be very rare that I point you to an article that's not in SHRM, but SHRM doesn't have a whole lot about this. In fact, when I asked SHRM for some help finding articles about that topic, they gave me the links to these things outside of SHRM. So you want to go to the discussion board. You want to click on each of those articles and read those things. You want to look at the overview that I've loaded out there about the topic, and then there's a discussion question. You want to start making some posts on that based upon what I tell you in that discussion video. So this week, primarily of primary importance, you got to go ahead and do your introductory discussion where you tell me about yourself, and go ahead and load yourself a good profile picture out there as well, where your face fills up the screen, kind of like mine does now. It's much easier to interact on a discussion board when you can see who it is that you're talking to. There you go. I like to sit up close so that you can see me real well, and then when I want to get my hands in there for some sort of an emphasis, I forget that they're outside the screen view. I'm really weird like that. And I'm weird like recording videos with no audio. So you're in for a roller coaster ride this semester. Get ready and hang on tight, unless you're the kind that likes to put your hands up, whatever, but I digress. Make sure you get that introductory discussion post done and do the check-in quiz. The most important thing on that to me is an alternate email address, not your radar, not your Georgia View account, but your Yahoo, your Bell South, your Gmail, whatever that happens to be, so that if there's an emergency, I can get in touch with you in multiple ways. Also, your cell phone number. Again, if there's an emergency, I can send you a text to make sure that everything's okay. So short version of this week, the syllabus, the video for that syllabus, the discussion video, the professional paper video. Go ahead and start thinking about your professional paper that's going to be due in about a month or so. Get your access to HRM and start exploring. Look at the first discussion on the development of HR. Read those articles. Look over the overview that I've noted, and then start thinking about how you want to post on the discussion board for the first week. Do your introductory discussion and your check-in quiz, and that ought to get you through the first week pretty well. Next week, we'll start with our first real solid week with a discussion topic that I'll lead. And then after that, let's see, the first week is the history of HR, development of HR. Next week is how HR plays a strategic role. The third week is about the generations in the workforce. And then starting with week 4, you guys are going to be researching the topic and leading it. So check on the homepage for the team listings. 6 or in one case 7 of you on a team that'll work together to do research. And if you are in team 1, you want to not necessarily this week or next week, but at least by the beginning of week 3, you want to be researching in HRM for articles that you like about that topic and starting to share with each other about what you want to do as far as your presentation goes. There's going to be information in the syllabus video about that, and I will have a video about how you go about leading the week's topic so that there are no surprises. All right, that's plenty enough for now. Go ahead and get started, and hopefully you don't have questions yet, but go to the Ask Dr. Grimes discussion board. Please put in your profile picture if you're not real sure how to do that, or if you're not sure if the one you've got out there is what I have in mind. Shoot me an email, and I can post some links out there to help you get that profile picture loaded so that we all know who it is that we're talking to. Plenty long enough for now. They'll be shorter, I promise, in the future. But get started good, get started strong, and make me proud of you. I'm looking for reasons to give you an A. Just don't prove me wrong. It's on your shoulders now. Bye.